Take a breath and settle in, because the quiet chapter of your life is done. And since no one else was bold enough to say this out loud, I will. Let's start with the raw truth most people avoided. You were misled about who the real threat was. All the rumors, all the warnings, all the fingers pointed outward, almost laughable. While everyone was busy watching the wrong direction, the real problem was sitting right beside you, sharing meals, smiling comfortably, already planning what they would say if you ever figured it out. You know what they said about you, that you were dramatic, that you overreacted, that you were making things up. Funny how the same people who doubted your instincts now look frozen, caught off guard as everything starts surfacing. Look at how fast they're scrambling. Look at how many are acting surprised. Look at how many suddenly claim they had no idea. Now that the truth they tried to bury is standing in the open. Chosen one, what you're about to hear hits your enemies harder than it hits you. So pay attention. Now let's get back to it. The entire town is whispering like they just realized they were wrong all along, because they finally see you weren't imagining anything. You were surrounded. And here's the part that stunned everyone. It wasn't a stranger. It wasn't someone distant. It wasn't an outsider at all. It was your own sibling, the one people kept asking you to be patient with, the one who was defended every time you tried to explain that something felt wrong. The one placed on a pedestal while you were told to stay quiet and stay humble. That image is collapsing now, isn't it? Because the truth you carried alone for years is finally visible to everyone else. You can feel it, chosen one. The atmosphere shifted. This is that strange calm after everything breaks open, when people realize the chaos never came from you. It came from them. The ones who spoke down to you have gone silent. The ones who thought they understood you are avoiding you, hoping you don't speak their names when everything settles. Your enemies feel it deep inside. The script flipped, and now the focus isn't on your flaws anymore. It's on their intentions. The tension feels heavy because people remember how they acted when you were struggling. They remember the looks, the smirks, the way they accepted every story your sibling fed them because it was easier than listening to you. They remember how rooms felt different when you walked in. They couldn't explain it at the time. They didn't know who was controlling things behind the scenes. They only knew something around you always felt dense, uncomfortable, hard to explain. Now it all connects. Everyone thought they were watching someone fall apart. They didn't realize they were watching someone being set up. You were never the villain. You were the target. Your sibling carefully built a campaign to destroy your image. Quiet sabotage, strategic whispers, conversations placed at just the right moment. Every insecurity you trusted them with was later used against you. Your name was slowly poisoned like it was some kind of competition. Think back. That opportunity you were close to getting, where everything felt promising and then suddenly vanished. A call was made, that connection that felt real until it abruptly shifted. A message was sent. Those friendships that faded without explanation. A reason was planted. They never wanted you surpassing them, growing beyond them, or proving what they feared from the start, that you were the one meant to rise. Your life didn't make sense on paper. Too many blocks, too many repeated patterns, too many things that couldn't be brushed off as coincidence. While you were carrying pressure you couldn't explain, unseen forces were paying attention, watching closely, trying to understand how one person could face that much resistance and still keep going. And now the town feels sick, realizing the person they protected was the same one working against you. This wasn't exposure for revenge, it was exposure for clarity. This isn't a performance, it's a reveal. Your story is shifting, the masks are falling, and the sibling who manipulated everything for years is now the warning people talk about quietly. You survived a battle you were never told you were in, and now the outcome belongs to you. Before we move forward, hear this carefully. What comes next isn't just information, it's the dismantling of everything built around your name. If you're still here, it's not random. Do something simple but intentional. Show engagement. Let it signal that you're done being silent while someone else controlled the narrative behind your back. We're about to break this down piece by piece. And if you truly are the one who was underestimated, you'll feel that pull to stay until the very end. Something inside you already knows this isn't just a story. This is your truth, finally spoken, without filters, excuses, or protection. Let's move forward. The unraveling starts now. Number 1. The invisible cage they wrapped around your life. Isolation cuts deepest when you finally realize it wasn't life doing it to you. It was someone who knew exactly where to strike. Chosen one, the loneliness you lived with wasn't random. It wasn't bad luck. It was a carefully built prison, designed piece by piece by the one person the town trusted without question. Your sibling didn't just let distance happen, they created it on purpose. Anyone who started getting close to you was slowly pushed away before you even understood what was happening. Picture someone planting ideas in people's minds long before you ever met them. Not loud lies, but quiet ones. Small stories that shaped opinions before you had a chance to speak. By the time you entered the room, your name already came with a filter. You weren't being judged for who you truly were. You were being judged for the version of you they created. Your kindness was framed as neediness. Your awareness was turned into paranoia. Your quiet nature was labeled unstable. Meanwhile, they played the role perfectly. Calm, balanced, concerned. The reliable sibling who only wanted the best for you. That image gave them credibility, and credibility gave them power. Imagine walking into spaces where decisions about you had already been made. People pulled back, not because of anything you did, but because of a story written behind your back. Real connections were the last thing they wanted you forming. Real support would have exposed the pattern too early, so every potential friendship, every possible bond, was shut down before it could grow. Why go that far? Because isolation makes control easier, because loneliness makes you question yourself, because being cut off meant you wouldn't compare experiences, wouldn't trade stories, wouldn't hear the truth reflected back to you. The plan was simple: keep you alone long enough that you never realize who was actually causing the damage. But the cage broke, and now the town sees it clearly. The only unstable force in this story was the one who built the isolation to begin with. Number 2, the money trail that revealed the real threat. Some people steal by breaking into places. Others steal by sitting close to you and draining your future without ever standing up. Chosen one, this is where everything shifts from emotional damage to something much darker. What came to light wasn't just betrayal, it was financial control designed to keep you stuck while your sibling quietly built themselves up using what was meant for you. None of this happened by chance. There was no confusion, no mix-up. This was planned, deliberate, and repeated over time. Imagine someone signing your name with ease, not worried for a second about consequences, filling out documents you never saw, entering accounts you didn't even know existed, redirecting money meant for your growth straight into their own hands, all while acting like the responsible one in the room. One day you realize the biggest thief you ever encountered lived under the same roof as you. That's the level of betrayal we're talking about. Forged paperwork, stolen identity details, fraud done so cleanly that you didn't notice the marks on your life until much later. Accounts created in your name or for your benefit were accessed through lies, hidden logins, and manipulation meant to make you look confused or careless if you ever questioned anything. And here's what's unsettling the entire town now. They assumed the trail was gone. It wasn't. The universe keeps records. Every transfer, every fake signature, every illegal move is stored somewhere they can no longer erase. You may wonder how this went on for so long. The answer is simple. You trusted them, and they used that trust to cover your eyes. Picture a safe built to protect you, but someone quietly swapped the key and kept the real one. You weren't locked out because you failed. You were locked out because someone wanted access without being seen. Chosen one, these weren't minor tricks. These were layered financial crimes, stacked carefully over time. And now that the truth is exposed, those layers are collapsing back onto the one who built them. The town feels disgusted, your sibling stands exposed, and the universe is restoring your name to everything that was always meant to be yours. What they built was rooted in theft. What you're about to build will be grounded in truth. Say the word when you're ready for the next part. Dear chosen ones, your love inspires us to create meaningful content just for you. If our efforts have touched your heart, you can show your support by clicking the Super Thanks button on your YouTube screen. Every bit of your kindness means the world to us and keeps us going. Thank you for being the amazing support system that you are. Now back to the topic. Number 3, the proof that's closing in on them. People only get away with things when no one is watching, and that window just closed. Chosen one, this is the moment your sibling never thought would arrive. Money crimes don't vanish like rumors. They leave trails, they leave timestamps. They leave marks that don't fade just because someone hopes they will. Your sibling believed they were smarter than the truth. They believed they could move fast enough to stay ahead of it. They were wrong. Everything they did is sitting in plain sight now, impossible to ignore. Imagine someone sneaking into a house night after night, convinced they're invisible, unaware that every step, every sound, every movement is being recorded. That's them. They built their life on forged papers, fake names, illegal transfers, broken trust, and twisted stories. They thought hiding in the dark would erase what they did. But darkness doesn't destroy evidence. It only delays discovery. You may wonder how you can be sure nothing slipped through. Because deception always cracks. People get comfortable. They stop being careful. Every transaction left a digital trace. Every forged document carries pressure marks they can't undo. Every lie created inconsistencies that don't line up anymore. Picture a web spun carefully over time. They kept adding strands, believing no one saw the pattern. Now that web is lit from above, and every thread points back to them. The shadows are gone. The proof is visible. The truth they tried to bury is standing upright, pointing directly at its source. Chosen one, their collapse isn't approaching, it's already unfolding. Number 4, the connection they poisoned before it ever had a chance to grow. Some people don't attack you directly, they damage how others see you and let distance do the rest. Chosen one, that bond you lost wasn't bad timing or life pulling people apart. It didn't fade on its own, it was interfered with. That shift you felt didn't come from misunderstanding or emotional mismatch. It came from someone who didn't want you supported, loved, or fully seen. And they had the access to interfere quietly. Imagine finally meeting someone who looks at you with real warmth. Someone who listens. Someone who notices the parts of you others overlooked. The connection feels deep, almost intense in a way you can't explain. Then suddenly everything changes. Silence, distance, confusion. You're left questioning yourself, wondering what you did wrong. Here's the truth. You didn't do anything wrong. Your sibling stepped in long before you realized there was a problem. They planted doubts. They framed warnings as concern. They shared stories about you that never happened. They fed fear, slowly, carefully, until it felt believable. They painted you as unstable, unpredictable, unsafe to get close to. Your genuine heart was turned into something to be cautious of. Picture falling for someone while your story is being rewritten behind your back. That's what happened. The person didn't pull away because they stopped caring. They pulled away because their view of you was altered. They weren't rejecting you, they were reacting to a false version built for them. You might wonder why someone who felt a real connection didn't see through it. Because manipulation works best when it sounds soft, and your sibling knew exactly how to bend facts just enough to create doubt. But here's what unsettles them now. That false image is breaking apart. The confusion around your name is clearing, and the person who once questioned you is starting to question everything they were told. The universe is reversing the roles, and soon it won't just be the town in shock. That lost connection will be asking themselves how they ever believed a lie in the first place. Number 5, the plan that turned on its own creator. Overconfidence destroys people quietly, and they walked straight into it without hesitation. Chosen one, let's be clear. Their scheme didn't fall apart because you confronted them. It failed because they truly believed you never would. They assumed you were too emotional to notice patterns, too trusting to question intent, too quiet to expose anything. That belief is what made them careless. Picture a hunter so certain of control that they stop paying attention. They don't notice the ground shifting beneath them. They don't hear the warning signs. They don't realize the target has already turned around. That was your sibling, so sure of their ability to manipulate you that they never saw the universe tracking every move they made. People like this don't get caught by chance. They create their own downfall. They kept pushing further, forging more, lying more, interfering more, never thinking the pieces would line up. But each move added pressure. Each lie weakened the structure. Every new story contradicted the last. Their confidence didn't protect them, it exposed them. And you might ask if you really did anything at all. Yes, you did. You stayed still. Your silence wasn't weakness, it was weight. It forced them to act more, speak more, overreach more. They moved while believing no one was watching. Imagine a trap without bait. The hunter trips it themselves. Your distance made them reckless. Your growth made them desperate. They thought you were giving up. In reality, you were letting them reveal everything. Sometimes the smartest move is not reacting at all. That's what happened. They built the trap. They stepped into it. And now the entire town is watching them struggle inside the very plan meant to destroy you. If you feel this stirring inside you, drop 77 in the comments now. Let every other chosen one know that the shift has begun. Stay tuned, because what comes next will shake you to your core. Now back to the topic. Number 6, the lie network that trapped the one who built it. False stories don't age well, and theirs finally reached the point where they can't hold themselves together. Chosen one, this is the moment every manipulator dreads. The moment their own words start working against them. Your sibling didn't tell just one lie. They created an entire system of them, carefully delivered to anyone who might have stood beside you. Each story was placed with intention. They believed those words would last forever. They believed no one would question them. They believed their image was untouchable. Now it's cracking in plain sight. People who once accepted everything they said are replaying old conversations. They're noticing details that didn't line up. They're remembering how your sibling always seemed to know too much, how they spoke with confidence about situations they shouldn't have been involved in, how they pushed certain versions of events a little too hard. Truth doesn't rush in. It seeps in slowly until the whole space fills. Imagine a spider proud of its web, convinced it controls every corner until one thread snaps, then another. And suddenly the entire structure collapses inward. That's where your sibling stands now, caught in the very stories they spun, struggling inside the mess they created. You might wonder why people didn't see it earlier, because lies are convincing at first. They sound smooth, they spread fast. But once real truth enters the room, lies start shrinking. They panic, they overlap, they contradict themselves. Picture someone juggling too many fake stories. One drops, then another, until everything crashes at once. That's what's happening now. Their timelines don't match. Their explanations feel forced. Their version of you no longer fits reality. As truth gains momentum, lies can't keep up. Reputations built on deception are unraveling. Loyalties are shifting, and the collapse is happening in real time. Chosen one, the web didn't just fall apart. It fell right back onto the one who created it. Number 7. The strength they never accounted for. Pressure doesn't break the truth. It exposes what was false all along. Chosen one, this is the part that has everyone stunned. What's being looked at now isn't only what was done to you, it's how you survived it while people assumed you were the one falling apart. The universe wasn't just watching your pain, it was watching how you handled it. Your restraint, your self-control, your ability to stay grounded when everything around you was designed to push you over the edge. They expected you to snap. They expected you to collapse in front of everyone so they could say they were right. Instead, you stayed composed in ways they couldn't understand. Integrity under pressure is something manipulators never prepare for. Imagine being thrown into chaos someone else created, with the hope that you'd sink. But instead, you learn how the currents move. You learn where the darkness hides lies. You come out shaken but standing, while the one who caused it is revealed by their own mess. You sensed the shifts long before proof appeared. Every lie, every sabotage, every strange turn. That awareness unsettled them more than evidence ever could. Manipulation only works on someone who doubts themselves, and over time, you learn to trust what you felt. That scared them. You might wonder how your patience and quiet endurance mattered. It mattered because those traits are rare and powerful. Imagine metal heated again and again. Most crack. You didn't. You hardened. While they hoped to see you fall apart, you changed into someone their lies couldn't reach. Some people break under pressure. Chosen ones solidify. Your steadiness exposed their chaos. Your character exposed their deceit. Your endurance revealed their intent. Now, when people look back, they're not asking what happened to you. They're asking how you lived through it and stayed clear-minded. Your response shifted everything. It changed the story. It uncovered the villain. It confirmed the survivor. You didn't just endure the pressure. You turned it into proof. Say yes when you're ready for the next part. Number 8, the reckoning that rearranges everything they took. Nothing stolen from a chosen one stays gone. It waits for the right moment to return with force. Chosen one, this is where the universe steps in quietly and starts moving pieces behind the scenes. What was taken from you isn't just coming back. It's coming back stronger, cleaner, and built on honesty instead of manipulation. This isn't about getting things returned the way they were. It's about replacement on a higher level. What they blocked is being reopened in ways they can't interfere with anymore. Picture doors that were locked years ago suddenly opening, not because someone left, but because the locks were changed completely. Opportunities that disappeared without explanation are showing up again, but in new forms, ones that can't be intercepted or twisted. Connections that were damaged by lies are being rebuilt with clarity. People who see you clearly now, people who aren't influenced by old stories. Restoration isn't going backward. It's moving forward into what was always meant for you. You're not stepping into an old version of life. You're stepping into an upgraded one. You might wonder what happens to everything they built for themselves. Here's the truth. Anything built on theft can't stand. Anything gained through deception starts collapsing once exposed. What they gained by cutting you down is slipping through their hands. Imagine a structure built with stolen materials. It may look solid for a while, but the foundation was never secure. That's their reality now. Their stability was borrowed, their success was temporary, and temporary things don't survive exposure. What belongs to you is returning. What never belonged to them is dissolving. The universe isn't just restoring what was lost. It's clearing your path and rebuilding your future on ground that finally belongs to you. Number 9, the rise that left the entire town stunned. You weren't expected to make it through, and that's exactly why your survival changed everything. Chosen one, this is where your story stops circling pain and starts standing in power. You didn't just endure betrayal, manipulation, isolation, and sabotage. You grew beyond all of it. You are not the same person who entered this chapter. You're clearer, you're stronger, you see patterns faster, and now you understand what was being built inside you while everything around you felt like it was falling apart. They believed abandonment would crush you. Instead, it sharpened you. They thought your sensitivity was a flaw. It became your awareness, a signal that caught lies and shifts long before proof ever showed up. They assumed pressure would destroy you. It forged you. Imagine something apologizing for being unrefined until it realizes the pressure gave it value. That's what happened to you. They tried to erase you quietly, but all they did was strengthen you in plain sight. The universe flipped the entire narrative without warning. Now the same people who once doubted you are replaying moments they misunderstood. The same voices that dismissed your pain are lowering themselves when your name comes up. The town is realizing the person they labeled unstable was actually the one being targeted, and the one they trusted was the real threat. You might wonder if all of this struggle had a purpose, not because pain is noble, but because it stripped away what never belonged. It broke false bonds, it shattered fake stories, it exposed who should never have had access to you. Look at where you stand now. You have clarity, you have control over your voice, you have freedom over your path. You didn't just survive the game that was played against you, you outgrew it. You changed the rules. This isn't healing. This is confirmation. This is your rise forcing everyone else to adjust to the version of you they never prepared for. Number 10, the backlash that's closing in on them from every side. People who mistake your quiet for weakness always forget one thing. Silence isn't surrender. Chosen one, this part hits hard because your sibling never imagined the scale of what they were setting in motion. They thought you were isolated. They thought you were fragile. They thought your lack of reaction meant defeat. What they didn't understand is that long-term betrayal doesn't stay small. It builds, it stacks, it gains weight until it becomes something that can't be ignored or escaped. They treated your life like something they could interfere with freely. Your opportunities, your connections, your reputation, your future. All of it felt like a game to them. They never stopped to think about consequences. They assumed everything would stay hidden. They assumed you'd stay down. Imagine tipping one domino, believing it means nothing, only to realize you just triggered an entire chain reaction. That's what they started. Sabotage always creates records. Pressure always creates patterns. And patterns always attract attention. Interfering with your path activated forces they never saw coming. Your endurance became proof. Your silence turned into evidence. Your pain transformed into momentum. Picture someone climbing higher and higher on ground built from lies. It feels solid until suddenly it isn't. The collapse comes fast and without mercy. That's where they are now. The control they thought they had is gone. Their image is cracking. Their foundation is giving way. Betrayal always collects interest, and the bill never disappears. Chosen one, they never planned for this because they never believed you'd last long enough to see it through. But you did. And now they're facing consequences far heavier than anything they prepared for. Their move ends here. Your rise begins exactly where their arrogance falls apart. Number 11, the ending they never thought they'd have to witness. Chosen one, we've walked through every setup, every lie, every quiet attack they launched while you were trying to survive. And now we're standing in the moment they hoped would never arrive. The part where you're still standing and they're the ones shaken. The town isn't uncomfortable because of anything you did. It's uncomfortable because of what was done to you while you kept your composure. Your survival wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was awareness. It was strength. It was the universe refusing to let someone else decide how your story ended. Imagine being pulled through a fire someone else lit and walking out, holding the truth in your hands. That's what this has been. Every move they made only revealed more of who they really were and more of who you were becoming. They planned your downfall carefully, but they never planned for your growth. They never planned for your clarity. They never planned for their secrets to become the very thing that exposed them. Look at the situation now. What they built is cracking. What you lost is finding its way back. What was hidden is no longer protected. You didn't just rise above what they tried to bury you under. You changed the entire ground beneath it, and the most powerful part is how you did it. Without shouting, without begging, without losing yourself. You stood still, and the truth came rushing in on its own. Your name survived lies. Their lies couldn't survive truth. This isn't just a closing moment, it's a shift. a door opening into a life that was delayed only because someone feared what you would become. That delay is over. The control is gone. The illusion is broken. This is where you stop revisiting what hurt you and start stepping into what was waiting for you all along. A life built on clarity, self-respect, and a strength that can't be interfered with again. Your sibling imagined a future where they won. The universe wrote one where you did. Now, as the dust settles and the town watches reality sink in, one thing is undeniable. You are free. You can't be controlled. And this next chapter isn't about survival anymore. It's about stepping fully into what was always yours. If this today's message resonates with your spirit, write 77 in the comments below and declare your readiness. This is your moment to show your strength, not just to yourself, but to the world. So, my beloved chosen family, your love inspires us to create meaningful content just for you. If our efforts have touched your heart, you can show your support by clicking the super thanks button on your YouTube screen. Every bit of your kindness means the world to us and keeps us going. Thank you for being the amazing support system that you are. We're forever grateful for your love and encouragement. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.